or streaming or television?
Well, I mean, Color Out of Space is in theaters right now.
Oh, right.
Which I rented it the other day.
Yeah, I actually have that queued up to watch.
Fucking weird movie.
Yeah.
Richard Stanley, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He
was the one that was originally going to do Island of Dr. Moreau, correct?
Yeah.
And then they fired him like a week into the set.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's the last thing that he ever did, too.
Yeah.
For a long time. This movie, Nicolas Cage and Elijah Wood now have a professional working relationship. You know, it's like...
It kind of fits.
Yeah, it does in a weird way. So, Mandy...
We both need money.
Yes.
Well, Elijah Woods is kind of like a little, a different type of actor to me. Like, whenever I see him, it's not like other people, and that's how I think of Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
So,
and Nicolas Cage, he is an Academy Award winner.
Of course.
I mean, he's a great actor. You put him in the right roles, he does a good job. Or you tell him to do something, he's a very good method actor.
Right. I agree.
People hate him for all kinds of shit, you know, and they don't respect him, I guess, because he does so much crap. But, you know, of course, all of his personal stuff is weird. But his relationship, because Elijah Wood has that company that he's the producer on a lot of horror movies. They got their own podcast, everything that, which is an unusual kind of a thing because
which is awesome, really.
Yeah. It's unusual, but it's surprising. And you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. So whenever you mention that, people are like, oh, well, I can see that. And I think that the movies that they're putting out are kind of doing different things.
Right.
This movie starts off, and I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just saying, I mean, Richard Stanley's fucking out of this world, and hopefully I'm saying the right name for it.
You are.
But it's an H.P. Lovecraft that they've been really trying to make for such a long, long time, and they've never... And he's actually been wanting to make it for the past 20 years, you know, or more, but literally, like, it can never get off the ground. And this is one of the H.P. Lovecraft's favorite stories that he did. All the adaptations have always fallen through. It is a fucking unusual movie, and you really, literally... The only thing I could say is just watch it all the way to the end and just really appreciate it for what it is. Sure. And then we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Because,
so
I mean,
let
the
me
colors...
ask you, okay, so I don't want you to give me any spoilers. I don't want you to say anything about it. But on a 1 to 10 rating, what is it for you?
Because I've only seen it once, I'm going to say right now 5.
Okay.
Only because I've seen it once. If I watch a little bit more and I kind of get into a little bit more of the story, because it lost me a little bit just because I wasn't in the right headspace for it. So
sure.
Give it a couple more times, I'd probably really pump it up to a 7.5 or an 8, honestly.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me say...
Can I say one thing about Brock?
Yeah.
Like, if I was at school with him and I was getting bullied, he would totally be the guy that would stand up for me. Like, in the movies like 5, he's already given it an 8 in his head. He's like, just give it 2 more shots, you know? Like, this thing deserves it.
Yeah, it just you need to watch it because it's out there. So that's really it.
Well, what I would say to that is, if it's a Nicolas Cage movie and it's 5, that's better than half his movies.
Oh my god!
So I'm cool with that.
Than the other 7 that he does this year.
I know I was gonna be mean, but I was trying to be nice.
Like
you can't be nice to him because I mean, Jesus Christ, he's all fucking over the place.
Yeah, he is.
And literally, he's like Bangkok fucking salad breakfast. You know, some weird shit
Salad
movie.
fingers.
Yeah, that he's like a gangster dude and he's fucking.
It's
weird.
every 4th movie or 5th movie is good. That's how I...
like we acknowledge he has good movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. This one, the SpectraVision brand that they have, the company is putting out some really cool stuff.
Right on.
I really can't wait to see what that company does more so we can get rid of Blumhouse 100%.
Blumhouse?
Is it Blumhouse? The ones that do the horror movies?
They do some.
That's why I don't know them.
Yeah.
They've done a few good ones.
I can't really name. What is it? Didn't they do the Halloween one?
The last one?
Yeah. That was pretty much it. I really like that movie.
That's it. Well, let's not argue that. We're on a Quickcast. That's a digression maybe for another day.
You digress.
Well, streaming wise, there's There hasn't really been a lot of good stuff come out on streaming again because we kind of hit that deal. But I've been watching a lot of streaming.
Okay.
I think that's what we should start doing when we don't have
I actually have new stuff that just came out.
Boom.
And I haven't got to watch it yet, but I'm pretty excited to watch it. I've been traveling this week. I went to the great state of Montana.
Sweet.
Shout out to Montana, friends of the show.
Hi.
Wow, that does not happen very often.
Well, I was in their biggest city, which was 110,000 people.
Slow down there.
Yeah.
Tex.
Kind of cool if you think about it, though. If you ever want to go somewhere and just not be around a bunch of people, which is not the worst thing in the world, dude. That means if every other town is smaller than that, you could move to any town and it's a small town.
Yeah. You might run into Ted Turner one of these days.
Maybe. But at any rate, I haven't got to start watching this yet. It's called October Faction. It's based on an IDW comic book series.
Okay.
Steve Niles and Damian Worm. And it just came out on the 23rd, and it's about this family of like monster hunters. Like their dad's like an international monster hunter, and they like keep it from the kids, and then somehow the whole family gets involved. So
what is it on?
it's on Netflix.
Oh, huh.
Just came out on the 23rd.
Might have to check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my plan someday when I have time not to, travel.
Well,
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Mr. Mom.
But that's the only
monsters.
Well, have you guys watched The Outsider? Yeah.
No, I actually had it queued up to watch with my wife last night, and we were like sitting there doing it, and then I had to go take somebody somewhere or pick somebody up or something, and then we didn't
fucking
watch
great.
it. Yeah.
Pretty fucking great. It's not in the caliber of, I would say, what is the one with Woody Harrelson and fucking Matthew McConaughey? True Detective.
True Detective.
True Detective was awesome.
Yeah,
right?
it was really good.
And all the seasons have been really great. The first one was kind of a game changer when it comes to television shows. It was fantastic. It was really good. This one has a lot of good writers in it. It's based on Stephen King. The supernatural aspect is in it. And Ben Mendelsohn, I guess that's who the main character is pretty good in it. He's generally good in everything that he does. This one, actually, Jason Bateman is a producer and the director on a couple of the episodes.
I love him.
I know. He does some great things. And this one actually does get you in the first couple of episodes. So the third episode has been out. The fourth one's coming out here pretty soon. It is a good show, and I can't wait to see what they do with it. And hopefully they don't lose steam, because there's going to be at least 8 or 9 episodes maybe. So hopefully it doesn't kind of like slow down. So that's technically streaming because you can watch it on HBO Go.
Yeah. Well, that works. Yeah.
We've been looking forward to it. I mean, every week now so far. It's
I think that was probably a show my wife and I will get to watch together. We don't really have a lot of shows we watch together anymore. She watches, up until recently, she watched like all those Chicago
PD.
Hope. Chicago PD, Chicago Doctor, Chicago
Does she
Firefighters.
like Chicago?
Well, they made those shows and they're all interconnected.
Oh, yeah.
So she watched those, and then one day she's like, I just deleted all those shows. I'm not watching them anymore. I was like, whoa. And then like she's on her 4th time watching Grey's Anatomy all the way through.
Now that also has one of those splits, another show.
But no, so I haven't seen it yet. I'm excited to see it though. Probably start watching it tonight.
Pretty good. Yeah. You'll if you watch the first 2 episodes and even take a break, it'll still be worth it, because that way you can kind of wait, let it soak in a little bit, and then catch up.
Right.
Because the first 2 episodes really do draw you into everything.
Good.
And they're about an hour long. I think 48 minutes to an hour. Other than that, though, I mean, like, I've been streaming a lot of movies. Like, I watched Ford versus Ferrari twice now.
Yeah.
How'd you like that?
I thought it was a great movie.
That's what everybody says. Yeah.
It's
Everybody's been saying that.
It kind of caught me again where I wasn't really expecting it, and then whenever it hit, I was, wow, this is actually pretty decent. It's just one of those movies that it's gonna be good no matter what. You got great characters, you got great action.
It's a true story, right?
Yeah.
Carol Shelby's in it.
Carol Shelby.
I'll watch it.
And then the driver, which is pretty cool. I mean, it starts off in a really cool place, but then the driving scenes are really well done. The one thing that I kind of don't like as much is the overuse of some of the music. But other than that, though, I thought it was really well done. Just great. They all did a great job. Christian Bale did a great job, of course. And then Matt Damon, Loki, he did a great job in it. And everybody that's in it is actually pretty good. Even the Home Depot dude's in it. He's a dick. But yeah, you gotta watch that one.
Where is that?
I just watched,
it's on, you can rent it, download it, buy it.
Wherever,
okay.
Wherever you prefer online.
Yeah. Google Play.
I watched the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yeah.
On the plane. Yeah.
It was toned down. It was literally like, it seemed like it was hemmed up a little bit.
I think it was just like, I don't know. It was, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. And there were parts that made me laugh, but
you could tell that they like were starting to do the jokes over again. And then they were like, let's not do it. Let's do new jokes.
Right.
And it kind of, but that drew you into the humor. And then it just seemed like it was really like, it was dadized.
Yeah.
For real. It became a dad movie.
Totally.
That's the best way to look at it.
I like that. That's a great term for it.
It totally became a dad movie.
What is it like? Some girl's like, I'm scared, and he goes, "Hi, scared, I'm dad."
Almost,
just runs away.
Almost.
Wow.
Somebody gonna get sued. I watched Terminator: Dark Fate,
How was
which
that?
I thought that movie was decent too. It wasn't a complete overhaul of everything, but
So let me ask you this. I gotta separate this for you because I know you're a Terminator fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I like
let's remove that.
Okay.
I want you to take that portion of your brain out, and you just went and watched this movie for the first time. First thing you've ever seen with the Terminator in it.
You're gonna like it.
Cool.
Yeah. If this is the first Terminator movie you've ever watched, you're gonna like it because the action was pretty on point. The characterization, they didn't really make you swallow so much information so fast. If you know the lore at all, I mean, you could step into it and it's completely its own movie, like you were saying. But at the same time, the changes that they did make to the world and everything made sense. Everything was just cool.
Well, and that's the reason I asked that, because there's two parts of you that watch the movie, right?
Yeah.
In my mind, like or not two parts of you, but two parts of moviegoers, and it's the people that really know all the Terminator stuff. And those people you definitely want to appease because they're the fanboys. They're buying all your merchandise. They're doing all that. But at the same time, I think you want to make a movie where somebody can walk into it and be enamored enough with it
that you're going to watch all the old ones.
Oh, wait, there's more movies about this?
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
And they're going to be disappointed and
Yeah. That's the cool part.
Yeah.
It's like the inner fanboy of the Terminator franchise can really, if you just kind of let it go.
Yeah.
You can appreciate everything that was in this movie.
Nice.
It was really cool.
Well, I know there's like, some people that take, oh my God, that was not, the T7497.
Yeah.
That was, whoa, calm down, guy.
Yeah. Geez, that would have been a real hunter killer.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? And I've seen all the Terminator movies up to this one. No, I take that back. I didn't watch that.
Genesis.
Yeah, I didn't watch
the one that they misspelled it.
Terminator Neon Genesis.
Yes.
They totally misspelled it, and they were like, the graphic designer was like, fuck it, nobody's gonna notice.
Right?
No. That one you could literally leave out, but if you put it in the context of the movies, it was decent. It wasn't anything that I'm like, oh my God, I gotta see that one again. Because really, Terminator 1 was that, Terminator 2 was that. All the rest of them can eat shit and die.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at too. And we've talked about this.
Even the Christian
Somewhere
Bale
around
one
the
was
third
decent.
movie, people flip the fuck out and do stupid shit.
The Christian Bale one was cool because it was in the future.
Right.
So you get to see that part of it. And that's really it. It just stands alone, by itself. But then, you had the female Terminator. But how do you keep something that's been around since the 80s relevant? And then how are the Terminators going to keep coming back? You got to reinvent the wheel every fucking time with these movies.
I mean,
exactly.
You can't get mad at them. They told you straight up front, I'll be back. He already told you.
Every time.
He's
every time.
you.
It's like you have a classic car, but then it still goes, but you're putting in different engines all the time.
Yeah.
But the shell is still the same.
Yeah.
And the wheels are kind of a little bit different here and there, but the engine's got to get souped up more and more and more. But then they might scale it back and then put in like a 427. You never know.
Is Carol Shelby there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, seriously.
But
he definitely did watch that movie recently.
Yes, right. Real quick on the streaming part, Marvel canceled Hulu's Howard the Duck show that Kevin Smith was working on.
Son of a bitch.
And they also canceled Tiger and Dazzler, which was another one of them. But I think the MODOK cartoon and
why
they have another one are still going. Because they don't make enough money. I think recently, and in real terms, I think what happened is all that TV stuff just came under basically Kevin Feige.
Oh, okay.
So he's like got to cut this here and cut that there and make this there and make this there.
He's got a red pin.
So he's making it all. He's in charge of all of it, dude. Oof. Which might not be a bad thing for them to have a unified vision. You know what I mean?
But that's too much power. That's like emperor power.
Well, as long as he keeps making good stuff, and obviously they'll keep paying him good money. Right. But yeah, so if you were looking forward to a Kevin Smith, Howard the Duck, which I kind of was.
Me too.
Yeah, not going to happen. He got a text